on and the comments up. Yeah, let's get the comments up. Welcome everybody. We are going to start this ARTLIFE live stream very soon. We are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, kicking it off at least. First shout out to Terrence Howe. Hello to you. You're watching this on Facebook. Welcome to you. As you're commenting over here, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Periscope, shout out to Amanda Bradford who's watching on Facebook. We're gonna throw your comments on the screen as I shout you out. Welcome Amanda Bradford. Zane Artis said, I'm waiting. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but thank you for waiting. I appreciate it, Zane Artis. Carmelo Rivera, hello to you. So yes, yesterday we learned that YouTube changed some of their streaming stuff. So we figured it out. We're live on YouTube now as well. Deanna Meyerson, happy Friday to you as well. Tuning in from Sacramento. Where are you tuning in from? Let me know in the chat. Let me know down below. We are gonna start in 2 minutes. All right, welcome everybody. Let's start going down the list. Michael, what's going on? Good to see you as well, Michael. Patrice, saludos to you as well. And watching from Cancun, Stephanie in Kansas City. Heather Moss in Folsom. She said Folsom proud, love it. Travis Wolf, my guy. Travis Wolf, watching from Nashville. Travis was my agent for a very long time. I love you, Travis. Miss you guys. Please send my love to your family. And he helped me kick off my career early on. So thank you, Travis. Carmelo Rivera, shout out to you watching on Facebook as well. And yeah, let's see if you guessed correctly today. I'm painting my favorite Latin guitar players. So you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. We're gonna start this live stream in less than a minute. Zane Artis. Of course, no, thank you for just waiting and being patient. I've got 2 paintings for you today, so we're gonna get started very soon. You know what? Let's do this. Let's just start this live stream right now. Let's paint. Welcome to today's ARTLIFE Live. My name is David Garibaldi. We are kicking off and celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with 2 paintings of 2 of my favorite Latin guitarists. We'll see if you can guess. Let's paint. All right, welcome back. Man, Terrence Howe, you're getting right into it. I love it. Okay, so welcome to ARTLIFE Live. It is Friday. I've got 2 paintings for you today. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. I am half Mexican myself, half Mexican American, and the other half that I'm mixed with everything but Asian. But people think I'm Filipino. But it's okay, that's a longer story. But I want to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. We're gonna have some fun with this today. Maybe on the next live stream Thursday and Friday, we'll continue this theme with some, inspirational Latin and Hispanic icons. I definitely, there's some people like Cesar Chavez that I want to do, Celia Cruz. I mean, there's so many different Latin icons that I want to celebrate. But before we get into the first painting today, I want to know where you're tuning in from. So leave it down below in the chat so I can respond. I can throw it on the screen. I can shout you out. Also, we're live streaming on TikTok and Instagram right now, and over here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope. So, as you're letting me know where you're tuning in from, we had a new post today on Instagram, and it was of Alicia Keys. So we did that live here first. We always give it to you first here on the live stream. So if you ever want to get ahead of things, watch the live stream. You'll see it before the world does. But we posted it on TikTok and Instagram. So let me know if you had seen it. Also, shout out to Alyssa Moore watching in Roseville, California. I see Tulare, California. I'm not sure the name on there, but Tulare, California. Teray watching in New Zealand. What time is it in New Zealand right now? Can you let us know, please? Jonette watching from Elk Grove, California. Let me check in over here on Instagram and TikTok. Where are you tuning in from? I see Texas. I see, let's see, I'm still looking. All right, you guys let me know over here where you're tuning in from. I'm excited about these two paintings today. I see Trevor totally watching in from Ireland. Let's see, Carmelo Rivera watching from Long Island, New York. Welcome to you as well. And so I believe you're going to be in your area on Monday. This is probably true. So I am doing a very, very private live show on Monday. I won't share too much until we're done because it is a private event, but it's something very special that we're doing close to my heart. And again, I won't share too much, but I am doing a live performance on Monday. And maybe we'll do a vlog of the day. That'll be kind of cool. So Mike Lee from Vegas, shout out to you. Thank you for watching on Facebook. Zane, artist watching from Pakistan on YouTube. Thank you. And yes, Ed Campo, Singer Jr., I'm not sure of the name, but yes, we'll be near there. So, so Teray said it's 11:22 a.m. in New Zealand. Thank you for watching from New Zealand. Let's see. So Terrence House said, love the Alicia. Yes, Alicia, we posted that new Alicia Keys painting this morning. So Matez, you watching on Twitch, welcome to you. Thank you for watching. There's usually no one watching on Twitch, so this is like our private performance for you. Matez_you. This is just us. We're just, you know, and a couple other people on YouTube and Facebook. So real quick, if you're new to these live streams, welcome. I just want to reintroduce myself. My name is David Garibaldi. I am a performance painter. So I create these large portraits in minutes to music, usually live on stage. But as our world has changed, I've been doing them here with you during these live streams for quarantine. And what I've realized and learned about myself is I love to create regardless of my circumstances, regardless of my surroundings. And this is just another outlet that I love sharing with all of you. So with that said, thank you for joining wherever you are in the world. And also, I love painting for you, but if you want to paint with me, we're going to play something real quick before we get into this first painting. So if you're ready, let's paint. So welcome back, everybody. We're gonna start this live stream very soon. Just wanna do some quick shout outs to Heather Mosa. I don't know, she said, she's just laughing. I don't know, but hello to you. So today I'm gonna be creating 2 paintings for you. They are of my favorite Latin guitarists. We're gonna have some fun with this. Also, leave your comments down below. I am gonna explain my process as I'm painting, but I'm also gonna try my best to answer your questions. So any questions that you have, just ask them in the chat. If you're watching on TikTok or Instagram, go to the link in my bio and that you'll be able to see this live stream. So let's not waste any time. Let's get to the first of 2 paintings celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. All right, I'm gonna start with some bold color. Let's paint. The only thing that I wish we had was some better music today, but we'll spend some time before the next live stream to get some better music on there. But in the meantime, thank you for being here, for joining. If you have any comments or questions, ask them below in the chat. I'll do my best to answer. In the meantime, all right, so Soen just asked, first question in the chat, what kind of paint do I use? And for these larger performance portraits, I use latex house paint. It's an interior paint, and it just flows a lot better and easier. The viscosity of it can fill up a large space in a quick amount of time. And also with the house paint, it helps because I don't need that many layers to really establish the figure or even anything on the canvas. So yes, I'm using latex house paint for this. All right, so someone just asked, what age did I start painting? Technically, I didn't start painting until I was 20. So when I was 20, now before that, the reason why I was able to paint and get into it so quickly was because I had a life of just art in general. And I had spent, my whole life creating. But at 20, I just kind of dedicated all of my energy and my time into, the medium of paint and acrylic on canvas and so on. So thank you for the question. So what I'm doing right now, I know that there's gonna be a background for this. I'm gonna work my way from the back forward. I don't know, this will be a really interesting one. I wonder how either quickly or if anyone is going to be able to guess this painting. This one is one of my favorite Latin guitarists. It's also kind of having fun with that as well with this challenge. So we'll see if you can guess it. You probably won't be able to guess quite yet. But these pieces that I'm doing, so when I create these images, I think about other information besides just the portrait that can help tell the story of who this is. So this part, these pieces will help tell who it is when this thing is done, when it's all completed. So I'm just adding some parts of this before I get into the figure. Yeah, so someone just asked, what's my favorite genre of music to listen to while I'm painting? And to be honest, jazz is actually my favorite genre of music to listen to while I'm painting. Now, that's the case because one, I love jazz music. I used to play it when I was playing the trumpet growing up. But there's just something about jazz that's so unpredictable. Most music, there's like a structure to it that you can kind of follow along and predict. And the things that I like to listen to while I'm painting, it still challenges my creativity. It challenges my thoughts, and jazz just gets the job done. So Earlier today on my Instagram story, I was asking for some advice about what to paint today. So this is one of the suggestions that someone suggested I should paint during this live stream. So thank you to that person for suggesting this. I'm gonna go back, add some more purple. Let me go with the 2 brushes in my hand right here. So someone asked, how do I plan what I'm going to paint? Part of the plan is finding the striking image as a reference first. So something that I need to study or prepare for. So that original image, knowing from past experience, something that can be translated into my style, but I spend more time researching that image more than anything else. So I first do that. I think about, as for the subject matter, what's today, what's happening in the world. I'm just gonna blend these a little bit. You know, what's happening in the world, and then I kind of just go from there and think, how am I inspired? And then the actual planning, I have my process that I've sort of learned over the years, but you know, it's different for everybody. So, all right, we're gonna keep moving on. Yeah, so Nick Thompson just asked, he would love to have a canvas done by me. So if you, anyone who has questions about custom paintings or just something that's been done already, you can visit garibaldiarts.com/gallery. You can just start there, and we have information about how to either commission a painting or how to become a collector. We can help you with that process. I'm gonna try to not give away as much information as I can about this, but I am curious how soon people are gonna guess this. So someone's guessing Kobe. I can see that because of the purple and gold, but today we're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. So I'm painting one of my favorite Latin guitarists right now, which is also kind of a play on the character. We're having fun with this. But keep your guesses coming. So someone said Carlos Santana, all right. It's kind of a guess into the dark, but we'll see what it becomes as this painting comes to life. So today there's not really any rhyme or reason of the order that I'm going in, besides the fact that I want to reveal as least as possible during this process. So the less that I can reveal, and that's more so for your entertainment, not necessarily for my painting process. So that's something else that I keep in mind too when I'm creating, is for my processes, the parts that I'm working on, how can I make this still entertaining for my audience? You know, I could just outline this thing and just, you know, do it piece by piece like that, but again, that may not fall in line with how I want to keep you engaged in the process as well. I'm just going to add some gray to this red. So Terrence House said my jacket is way too clean. I agree. It's a new jacket that I just started painting in, so hopefully it's not as clean after this. But I do wonder who's gonna be the first person to guess this one. If I would say, you know, I'm not gonna give any hints. I just have to come along for the ride. There we go. All right, let's ditch that. Let's get a little bit of brown and a little bit of gold, and we're gonna mix this on the canvas as we go. So keep your questions coming. Just ask below in the chat, and I can do my best to answer those. So mixing some of this brown. Let's go back and get a little bit more gold. Some of these colors you can't really register on the screen or your device, but that's when we'll show you up close later on so you can see these details. All right, let's go back. Let's throw a highlight. I'm gonna use a brush I've already had. There's sometimes people comment on my videos when I post them afterwards, and they talk about how much paint I waste. And I always kind of laugh at that because there's not really any way around, you know, this particular type of style. Sometimes you have some excess paint on your brush that you gotta wipe off. It's all good. All right, so we're just trying to render out this guitar for right now before we reveal the face. No guesses yet? I mean, are actually any correct guesses yet? Okay, so we do have one correct guess. Who is that? So I can shout them out. Who? Okay, who is it? Michael what? Michael Dickens. Yeah, so Michael, you are correct. Let's keep this going. This is just one of two paintings that I'm creating today. All right, I'm gonna get a clean brush. We're gonna continue building out this guitar. Let's add some strings to it. And yep, there I go, just wasting more paint. Good thing it's mine. So someone just asked if I could have pursued any other career, what would it have been? It's a great question. I honestly would have pursued animation because I love creating figures. I love the movement and bringing those to life. So I probably would have, I would have chosen animation or character animation or anything within filmmaking and storytelling. Second to that, I would have done some form of teaching as well. So, all right, I'm gonna ditch these. So real quick, I'm gonna check in with you guys. I'm gonna read down below in the comments. If you're watching this on TikTok or Instagram, go to the link in my bio. And so Zane Artist says, any advice if we try this art style? Because I got failed 4 times. And Zane, my first piece of advice to you I would say try 100 times more. If you've only tried it 4 times, that's not enough. And with this and with anything, you have to commit to the process as long as you're getting better each time. It's not about getting perfect from the beginning. It's about finding perfection in your progress, as in the consistency of it. So I know you tried 4 times, but I want you to try 100 more. You'll also find out if you actually enjoy it. When you do it that many times, I've done thousands of paintings throughout my career and I still love the process, but sometimes you only know if you keep trying. So keep trying, Zane. And let's see, so Trevor Tully asked, it's probably been asked a lot, but how did you first get asked to be in the Juice WRLD album videos? So with those Juice WRLD videos, we linked up with his team. We have a mutual friend, and the mutual friend introduced us. And then we started with 1 video, and then 1 video turned into 5 videos, which was incredible, and I was honored. So thank you to their whole team. So all right, I see some guesses. We're gonna keep going. Let's do this. Let me mix up a color on here before we add. I just want to go a little bit darker on my gray. So I'm gonna block in these hands, and then we'll come back and add some more colors and details. Okay, we'll start with that. We'll go back to the white. Sometimes it's just a couple colors and a couple brush strokes that can transform a painting. Once you realize that this paint and how it's organized is just information on the canvas, it takes the power away from your mind trying to convince yourself that you have to make it look like something. And if you think about it, like, look, I'm just gonna put this paint on the canvas in certain shapes and break it down into shapes rather than likeness. The likeness will come with that. So we'll add more details to these. Let's just block in these hands. Thank you all for joining us for this ARTLIFE Live. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. This is one of my favorite Latin guitar players. And if you already know who it is, I've seen some guesses. I would say this person is an icon at this point. All right. Let's go a little bit brighter. I'm gonna get a clean brush because I'm getting too much of the color below in it. So I'm starting to mix. I just want a little bit brighter. There we go. All right, so before we get into the face, I'm gonna break up these fingers. Let's make sure I get the right color. This may also give away who it is with these little details. Yeah, so someone just asked, do I collect art from other artists? And yes, the most recent art that I just collected from an artist that I follow on Instagram. His name is Roy Munson, and I just got some prints from a recent collection that he put out. So, but also, yeah, I have art from other local artists. There is a local artist, I believe he goes by Waylon, here in Sacramento, and I don't know how to describe his art, but I have his work in my home as well. And another local Sacramento artist that I love is Brandon Gastineau. My friend Jeff Muster. There's just a lot of art out there in the world that I absolutely love. So yes, I do. All right, let's do one more thing. Let's add some highlights to these. Just adding some highlights to these hands before we move on. Again, these are just the little details of information that all add up to the greater picture. You know, I'm going to add some highlights to some other parts where I want. Just using the side of the can for this. Shout out to the person who suggested this in my. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow my Instagram. I asked on my story, what should I paint today? And someone suggested this, and here we are. Let's keep having fun with this. Let's add but I'm gonna leave the face for last. So I want to connect these all together. I'm going to add some of this color going around him. It's amazing too what you can do with just like misting some spray paint to fill space, to fill that negative space up. And then I want to go back with one more color, this yellow. Is that yellow? Yep, that's yellow. Just want to add a bit more texture, just a little tiny details. Can't wait to show you this up close. And if you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, you'll be able to see these up close. This is just a moment from one of my favorite movies, a musician who's in this. I'm sure some of you have guessed. All right, let's keep this going. Let's fill in this face now. And the colors that I'm gonna go with first. Let's start with this gray. Got some black mixing on the wall so we can get a little bit darker. Here we go. By the way, are there any questions on Instagram at all? You can answer those as well. Okay, cool. No worries. So I'm just gonna go really like step by step with this. I'm gonna get a little bit more black, mix that in. So I have about maybe 20 something different colors that are surrounding me here on this in this area. And then with those colors, I sort of just mix in from there whatever else I need. So that way if it was up to me, I would have hundreds of colors out here. Oh, awesome. So Deanna Meyerson said, I did a fabulous job on the birthday gift to my son. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. That was, so yeah, my son just celebrated his 10th birthday. And he's a huge Kobe Bryant fan. And he's also just a fan of the NBA in general. And I got him not only the NBA 2K1, but also I did this Kobe painting for him. And it was all part of this big surprise that we did with like these balloons, and you know, it was a really special day for all of us. So, all right, let's keep going. These paintings are built up just little by little, one brush stroke at a time. It's sort of the magic and also not the magic of it. You know, the fact that it's step by step, but also it's just paint, you know, which is what makes it interesting. So someone asked, have I ever thought about doing street art like Banksy? I'm not really sure to answer that. I mean, we've done some stuff recently where we posted out on the streets, and but as in like doing it full time, you know, definitely not. I mean, we'll leave that to people like him and who are really committed to that craft. Sometimes people ask me too, and have I thought about doing tattoos? And I still answer that too, where those people are masters at their craft, and I leave it up to them to do that. I wouldn't want to venture into a world that I highly respect, and they deserve that respect. All right, let's keep building this up. Add some color into these eyes. I'm gonna come back with, let's get some black, actually. And then we'll actually get black to add some more lines here. So I should ask now, has anyone seen the movie Coco, where this is obviously inspired from the main character, Miguel, goes off into really the afterlife. searching, actually following his passion and trying to find his father and just trying to find his truth. And I think this is one of the most emotional animated films that I've ever seen. And there's a scene in it that will literally bring you to tears. Just adding some details there. All right, it's coming to life. All right, let's throw some paint and then we'll finish this one off. All right, take one last look at one of my favorite characters and a movie that represents Hispanic families in such a positive, great way. Miguel from Coco, done by Pixar. First of two paintings today, take one last look and then we'll go chat. So yeah, if you're watching this right now on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, you can see the details up close of this painting as I built this thing up one brushstroke at a time. By the way, also, if you're watching this, don't forget we have one more painting coming up, but also the best way you can support these lives is to hit the share button, to like, and to follow. So be sure to do that right now if you don't already. Take one last look. Take a closer look. We're gonna wrap this up soon, and then we're gonna get to a chat so we can get to one more painting after this. Would you mind grabbing me a water? There he is, Miguel from Coco, one of my favorite Latin guitarists. We'll have another one after this. Stay tuned. Just giving you one last look, and welcome back over here. Sweet, thank you very much. Those paint fumes, woo! Get me today. All right, welcome back. Take one last look at Miguel from Coco. We have another painting coming up next, but I said I'm doing two of my favorite Latin guitarists. He is one. I've got another one coming up, and Norbert Pugh. Can we throw that comment on the screen? Norbert, yes. I have another painting coming up, an icon on the guitar. That was one icon. I have another icon coming up. So thank you all for the love. So Carrie Ann Brunette said on YouTube, said I've seen the movie Coco. Have you guys seen the movie Coco over here? Have you guys seen it? I know my kids may love it. I love Coco. It's one of my favorite movies, not just because it's animated, but I just love storytelling. So we're going into the weekend. What are your weekend plans? Can I ask you that before we get to the next painting? Over here, just comment below in the chat. What do you have planned for this weekend? I want to know. I see a lot of yeses to my last question over here. The yes, you've seen Coco. Yes, I see it all. Shout out to my nephew, Micah Garibaldi, watching on YouTube. Hello to you. What's up, man? We need you in here, Micah. We literally need your help in here. So Carmelo Rivera said just shared. Thank you for that. Again, we say that because the best way to support these live streams is to share these videos. That's it, just sharing on your page. And we understand how valuable that real estate on your feed is or your story, but I appreciate it. And it's the best way to. So Sebastian De La Cruz on YouTube, you're just gonna have to wait and see. In about 2 minutes, we're gonna start the next painting. So, okay, so I'm looking at plans right now. I asked, what are you guys doing this weekend? Stephanie is getting this done early, pumpkin picking. So Stephanie Sandals on Facebook, you're going pumpkin picking. Roland Thomas, trying to decide which 3 paintings you should do for this year's Halloween bash. I don't know, Roland. You gotta let me know. Let's see. So Amy said, could you do another Wally painting and live stream it? I think, yes. So I did do a Wally painting. It's in my inventory, but maybe like the next Earth Day or something that's celebrating or raising our awareness of our environment. I'll do another Wally painting for sure. All right, so Terrence Howe says, getting ready for COVID lockdown, FFS. That sounds serious, very serious and scary. Amy Graves is this weekend's working on my college art. That's awesome, Amy. Let me know if you need help. I dabble in art, so let me know if you need any advice. Let's see, so Sebastian said, would you ever do AGT again? I was on season 7 with you. Oh, yes, that's right. So Sebastian, I feel like Sebastian, that was like a portrait of you also. Sebastian plays guitar. He's like the original Miguel. But I don't think I would ever do it again, to be honest. Maybe I would do the champion show. What do you guys think? Should I do the champion show for AGT? I was on season 7, I was a finalist, I came in 4th place. It was an amazing experience, but I'm gonna hang my AGT hat up for now. We'll see in the future. Shout out to my mom. I celebrated the anniversary yesterday, 25 years. Congrats to you. And Dorothy, thank you for the love. All right, and then Steven says, not much. England's heading for another lockdown. I'm sad to hear that. And also over here, let me check in with you guys. All right, let's get into our second painting today. Again, if you're watching over here, go to the link in my bio to watch it on YouTube as well. And as we go, ask questions below in the chat. I'm ready. Let's paint. Welcome back. So yes, on September 26th, we'll be kicking off another Paint with Garibaldi virtual paint night session. And you can register. There's a link in my bio or visit garibaldiarts.com/paint. Let's get into this painting. Ask your questions or leave your comments down below in the chat. And then as I'm painting, ask either about some techniques or questions you may have. I'll do my best to answer them. For right now, let's get into this. Let's paint. So the first painting I did today, we're doing this celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. And I did one of my favorite Latin guitarists. It was Miguel from Coco. We're obviously having some fun with this. But this next one is another icon. I have a really cool story with this person, and I'm gonna share it at the end of this stream. How we crossed paths one day. So as I'm getting into this painting, just Let me know your thoughts down below in the chat. I'm sure you'll be able to guess this. Putting some marks on the canvas before we start. Let's go down here to the hands. Hands are like, I love painting hands. Even though normally that's pretty challenging for most people, but in high school I committed like most of my time to mastering hands, and not that I'm a master at it, but committing my time to master it has helped me progress doing it. So anytime you're struggling with something, apply yourself to master, and though you may not become a master, you will definitely improve for sure. Actually, you can be the judge of it. See how well I do on these. So yeah. So someone asked, have I ever started a painting and stopped halfway just because it wasn't turning out how I envisioned it? And I mean, there's probably some in the past, but I would say for the most part, no. I will finish it because I need to learn from that process. I need to learn for the next time what not to do. So if you find yourself there, like you're ready to scrap it, keep going. That's like, you'll literally become a better artist just by continuing to go, continuing to finish that painting and to learn from the process. So, but now there are paintings that I don't do well at for sure. There's so many paintings that I don't think look great, but I try 99.9% of the time to follow through with them. I would say this, there's paintings that I do on here that I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna come out. And I'm wondering if you guys are just gonna tune out. So those thoughts go through my mind. So someone asked, do I still paint upside down? Like me hanging upside down or the painting upside down? Yeah, I know. I was just kidding. Yes, I do. Usually when I do it, it's part of a live show. I don't really do it much in here. We've done it a couple times in the live stream, but it's just a way to change it up for the audience. Just depends. Keep those questions coming. Adding some shadows. These are the things that you really don't see unless you're up close to it. But the reason why I haven't stopped paintings, like someone asked, have I started a painting and stopped in the past? Because I learned from those, I realized that there's just certain things that I could have done, and I would have only learned that from finishing it. So I'm doing that now. I'm doing all those things that I wish I did when I quit. I'm gonna skip forward. Let's work on, get that water off the brush. That's why I love having this studio, because I can throw that paint wherever I want. All right, so he's got like a tropical shirt. I'm gonna give him some texture. And then we'll add the texture, and then we'll give details of the form later on. Trying to decide. Let's get some yellow in this. He's got a very vibrant shirt. Now, I'm not really doing anything special here besides literally scribbling on the surface and moving my hand around, but I want to give it texture, and so a lot of it I'm leaving up to your mind to fill in. I'm just giving the impression that he's wearing a shirt with color and texture on it. Hopefully your mind does the work for me. If not, I'll learn from that. I'll do something different next time. Someone asked, do I find it harder to paint on a white canvas since I'm used to painting on black? And I would say only in cases where I'm trying to do something quickly. So the black canvas does help me paint quickly because most of the work for the shadow is already there and I leave it behind. So it's more of a challenge when I'm trying to work fast. Otherwise, I will work on any color canvas you give me. If it's pink, I'll work with it. If it's gray, I don't care. I will create on it. Just trying to give some texture to his shirt. Again, I'm imagining he's wearing a shirt with just a lot of texture on it, a lot of color. This person is very colorful. All right, so someone said, what do I call this painting style and what inspires me? So the painting style, I call it performance painting, because even though what I'm doing technically right now is live painting, which is just creating a painting in front of a live audience, I call it performance painting because normally I'm on stage doing these within only minutes to music. And so the point of it is to be entertaining to the audience, which means it's a performance. It's not just painting live in front of people. So I call it performance painting, and really what inspires me is I love music and people, and the combination of those two things together is what moves me. And I love movement and sound. So all of those things combined are what I love. I'm gonna add some highlights. Let's keep it moving. I'm gonna start filling in this guitar. Get that paint off. Let's make his guitar red. I don't know what the guitar color is in the original image, but this one is gonna be red. Just because I'm feeling this color with him right now. Are there any guitar players out there? Does anyone actually play the guitar? Can you let us know in the chat? I have some guitar questions for you. Just if you play the guitar or have ever played it, leave a guitar emoji in the comments. Adding some depth to this guitar before we move on. So let's see, are there any guitar emojis? Okay, so Jolie Lozano is guessing it's Prince. My mom guessed something. She's guessing. She's not saying what it is, so I can't say that she got it right. But you're close. So someone just asked, Nance said, how many gallons of paint do you estimate you've gone through during your career? All right, if you want to do some math, on average, for most live shows, I have about 16 quarts of paint. And I do 100 shows a year on average for the past 15 years. So if someone wants to do that math, 16 quarts per show, 100 shows per year for 15 years. Let me know what the math is. You gotta let me know. 24,000 gallons? Oh my God. Quarts, yeah. That would be times 4, right? Because they're quarts. My math is slightly not always correct. Okay, so we have a number. Well, a quarter is a quarter of a gallon, so we would times that. So each quart, I guess we would times that, right? By 4. Someone please help us. Someone, please. Yeah, we do art, not math. That is gonna be our new merch that comes out. We do art, not math. All right, so again, I'm gonna, how much? So 6,000 gallons, that's what we came up with. Can someone check Ray's math? Okay, so 6,000 gallons, there we go. We double checked his math. So apparently I've used 6,000 gallons, probably more, because that's on a low end average of how much paint I've used throughout my career. Not including 2020 in this equation. So someone asked, what paintbrushes do I use? I don't use any particular brand, but the ones that I use you can find in my Amazon art supply store, which is, there's a link in my bio for that. But these are just some flat synthetic brushes, I will say that. You know what, I need to add more of his shirt down below. I feel like I didn't add enough. His shirt continues down here. I'm gonna add that texture. I'm imagining that he has flowers on his shirt because he's a colorful character. All right, let's get back to the face now. One more thing before we get to the face. I must be excited it's the weekend because I'm like, let's get this done. We got to put some strings on this guitar. 6-string guitar. Yeah, so Norbert asked, when's my next live session? I go live every Thursday and Friday, so all you have to do is set your notifications on for my posts and you'll see it pop up when I go live. It is that simple, every Thursday and Friday. All right, we got enough there. Let's get back to rendering out this face. Got to pick the right brush for this. These will work. I always wish that we could play the music of the person that I'm painting. Unfortunately, it would get taken down if that was the case. So we're gonna roll with the music that we have. So this person, we're gonna play a video of the first time I met this person after I'm done with their portrait. It's a really cool experience. More so, I think for me, maybe I think for him too. It's pretty cool. See it coming to life there. So leave your guesses below in the chat. Let's get some highlights on there. Adding some texture to his face. Let's start adding some more texture to another iconic part of him. Just very, very lightly dragging my brush on the surface of the canvas to give the texture of that curly hair just hanging off his head. So actually, I will tell the story when I get near the end of this, and then we'll actually show you the video of it when I'm all done. All right. Yes, Carnelo Rivera, you are correct. Let's have some fun with this actually. I just got an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but let's find out. Just gonna pull up some colors. I want him to feel like he's in motion. Like he's just on another planet, playing his guitar. We're just left back behind on Earth. Let's go get some more colors over here. Maybe the color from his shirts. You can start pulling that off. Try not to, hopefully not pull so much that it takes away from the important characteristics of him, who he is, his essence, but hopefully this adds to the energy. These are the things that happen, by the way, when you guys ask, how do I plan this stuff out? This is not the stuff that's planned. This is the part where you're literally watching inspiration take place. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. to be honest, I didn't know, there's no guarantee that this is gonna work, but that's why I show you this process, because I want you to take those risks and those steps. And then if it doesn't work out, you just try again. That's literally all we're doing here. And if there's one thing that I want to teach you, is to how to build your creative confidence. And that's how it happens. It happens one brushstroke at a time. It happens when you make any mistakes. Let's add some to the guitar. When you make mistakes and you learn from them, and then you keep going. Someone mentioned earlier that they had tried this style 4 times and failed, and I said, try 100 times more and let me know what you learned from that process, because you're bound to learn something if you are aware of what you're failing from. Pull that off the guitar. I'm just slightly just dragging my brush on the canvas. We'll bring you up close later. Let's add some lines from his guitar. This is exciting. This is the part that I love. I get excited about just art and just how he transformed these moments, these moment on canvas. All right, I'm gonna grab some paint over here. All right, so someone just asked, how do I get to be so relaxed while painting? And it just comes from trusting this process, doing it over and over again. I may appear to be relaxed, but the reason why my body's relaxed is because I enjoy what's happening in my head, and that's something it's hard to explain, but there's so much going on up here. I'm just letting that do all the work, and my body is just coming along for the ride. Hopefully I don't pass out from this paint this time. I was getting a little woozy earlier. But I'm adding this mist because I want to add just another layer of dimension to him. I'm imagining him just like lifting up off of the canvas back there. I'm gonna add another color to separate him from the background. Although I'm gonna do these, see, this is just another moment. I'm just imagining pieces of his guitar going off into the distance, lifting up off the canvas. I'm gonna create some balance here with that blue up there. I'm gonna put some red down in the corner, balancing out these two. Here we go. And then I'm gonna go back with hopefully this color stays with me. Just a little bit more detail to lift him from the background. Okay, so I'm gonna share this story while I'm finishing this up. It was 2007, and I was doing one of my very first halftimes ever for the Golden State Warriors. And they were like, hey, just a heads up, we want you to do Carlos Santana. He may or may not be there, but I was like, well, it's cool, I'll just do the portrait. Eventually, midway through the portrait, Carlos Santana walks out there in front of me while I'm painting his portrait, and we're gonna show you that video as soon as I finish this. All right, let's throw some paint, and then we'll finish this off. Mr. Carlos Santana. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. We're just kicking it off. Let's get some yellow on my hands. All right, let's get one last handprint on here. Here we go. All right, take one last look at the legend, Carlos Santana. Two of the paintings that I created today, both my favorite Latin guitarist, Miguel from Coco, and also Carlos Santana. We'll show you the video of how we first met right after this, but take a closer look right now. So yes, if you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Periscope, you can see this clear up close right now, all those details and colors that Ray's got that camera on. You can see every brush stroke. That's why we go live on YouTube 2 days a week, Thursdays and Fridays, to give you this experience up close, just like this. Wherever you're watching this, whatever platform, thank you. The best way to support these live streams is to hit the share button. Share this in a DM, share it on your page, share it wherever that you can, and it's a huge, huge help to us, and we appreciate that. And take a look at Carlos Santana, lifting up off the canvas into his own psychedelic world, playing guitar. Playing guitar. Let me get this water bottle. So take one last look, and then we're gonna wrap this up with a chat before we finish up. There he is, Mr. Carlos Santana. Guys, this was a blank canvas. Just, I don't know, maybe was it 30 minutes ago? How long did this painting take? Not that long ago. This is a blank canvas. And the reason why, this is so, crazy to me is that just how much you can transform in just a short amount of time. And this is just one example of art, and that happens in life as well. So take one last look. We're gonna do a chat before we wrap things up on this Friday. There we go. All right, yeah, let's come back here. Sorry. All right, I'm back. I was just looking at some questions over here on Instagram. Someone asked, so earlier we painted a Miguel. Actually, while we're doing this, can we put them up side by side, the paintings? If we can even move Santana over a little to the right, because I want to show you guys these paintings side by side. The first painting I did today, someone asked, why did I choose Miguel from Coco? And I was thinking about a character, one that represents positive Hispanic families. I'm half Mexican myself, and that even though it's a fictional character, it's still penetrated pop culture, and that is what people see as Latins, or Mexicans out in the world. And so Miguel is a favorite character of mine. That movie was emotional, and even though it is fictional, it was still inspirational to me. And also, it is just a great, fun painting to do. So thank you for that question. I'm gonna answer some more questions over here on Instagram. Let's see. All right, someone asked, would you do BTS as a painting, the group BTS? I just did Blackpink yesterday, so maybe we'll do BTS sometime in the future. I don't know, but we'll see about that. All right, we're gonna end this live stream soon, but we're gonna put up the paintings side by side so you can see them. In the meantime, I just am curious, those of you who are still with us right now, is if this is your first time watching this live stream, can you just comment in the chat and just say new and let me know if you are new? If you're in the US, there's a number on the screen right there. You can text ARTLIFE to 58885. It'll actually enter you to win one of my paintings, something like these. But also, we do these like exclusive updates where you get to know about product drops a day before they come out to the public. Sometimes they sell out before they come out to the public because of those sales. So you get access to a lot of different stuff and it enters you in a painting. So text ARTLIFE to 58885. If you are outside the US, there's a link in my bio that says Worldwide Giveaway. And that is for those of you who live outside the US that still want updates and you also want to be entered to win a painting. And we're going to start shipping our prints and different products internationally in about a month. So you're going to want to sign up for that to be the first to hear about exclusive world drops. So there will be some stuff that we'll release that will only be released to fans around the world, and some other ones that are just for the US and maybe available for both. So we will get more to that as well. And let me just check in with you guys over here. How are you doing on TikTok and Instagram? So there's a lot of news on Instagram. So thank you all for watching this. Just if you're new too, you can just hit the hearts on the bottom right. Just hit the heart if you're new. And I appreciate it. I know our followers on Instagram have grown quite a bit recently, so I appreciate the new people who are joining us. And we have some new comments over here on YouTube and Facebook, so we'll scroll down and check those out. Let's see, so Karen Paying is new. Kai, shout out to you. Hello to you. You're watching on Periscope. Carmelo Rivera said second time, first time the other night when I guessed Alicia. So you're like 2 for 2 now. I don't know if you guessed tonight's, but also I'm not sure what that. Okay, so we're gonna get back to this. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this live stream up. We go live every Thursday and Friday. So if you don't want to miss it, set your notifications on for my account. That way when we go live, you'll get the update. If you don't already do, follow me on Instagram at Garibaldi Arts and you get daily updates on my story. But can we throw that video up on the screen real quick? This is the first time I met Carlos Santana. We're showing it on the live stream right now. This is in 2007. So they just brought up Carlos Santana to surprise me. I was just starting out, maybe a few years into performing live, and I just see it right there. I was super surprised, and now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go hard now. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just going off adrenaline. You can't hear it, but the music that was playing was Oyo Como Va by Carlos Santana, one of my favorites as well. So doing some final touches on there. Man, I was freaking out. Inside, I was freaking out. You guys can't see this. It's on our live stream right now. But we're just showing the moment I met Carlos Santana, center court at a Warriors halftime in 2007. It was, I don't know what those moves are. I apologize, guys. Those moves, I cannot speak for myself from 2007. I don't know what I was thinking. I was in the zone, you know? Got love from Mr. Santana there. It's getting near the end of it. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. We're just putting the final touches on that. And then yes, you know, he was Carlos Santana, but at that time, that was my audience. So I had to get that love from the audience, and we dapped it up right after that, which was pretty cool. We did an elbow dap right there, and then there we go, fist dap. Shout out to Mr. Carlos Santana. We updated your portrait today. All right, thank you all for watching. we celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month today with the portraits of Miguel from Coco and Carlos Santana. We're going to show you them side by side. Again, we go live every Thursday and Friday. We'll see you next Thursday. Follow my Instagram at Garibaldi Arts for daily updates. And until then, thank you. Sending love to you wherever you are in the world. And remember to do everything with paint. Passion, action, intent, new, and teach. And with those principles, you can do and create anything. My name is David Garibaldi. This was ARTLIFE Live. Take one last look at Miguel from Coco and Carlos Santana right there on your screen. Have an amazing weekend. Love y'all. Peace. So I know you're watching right here. I'm talking to you guys, just you guys now. But we do the live stream on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, and Twitch, and it's just a different experience.